Yo, today we'll be watching the Lying for Views epidemic. Uh, wait, I know a lot for views, right? Uh, not to my knowledge, but apparently it's an epidemic. So let's see.
The misinformation epidemic. Let me explain. See, for whatever reason, lying on the internet. The misinformation epidemic. Let me explain. See, for whatever reason, lying on the internet is just so.
Facts. If he's going where I think he's gonna go, he's gonna talk about like I don't be on Twitter. I watch the videos with Twitter clips about people lying, saying like Costing out with a 13-year-old girl, even though she asked for a picture with him and nothing happened between them, just that one picture. Like people just be coming up with anything just for clicks and views.
So popular. I mean, everybody's doing it, whether it's for engagement, for money, or to sell a course. People are lying everywhere. And some of it's even propaganda, but I want to keep my channel, so I'm not going to talk about that. But there is 4 to 5 reasons why this is a thing. And reason number one is because these news drama, quote unquote, outlets are spreading lies for engagement. And when I say news outlets, I'm talking about Twitter pages. With this new age of social media, it's really a shame that we use Twitter and TikTok for our main source of news, which in all reality has its pros and cons. I mean, for one, since these are
Do y'all really use like TikTok for news? The only reason I would go on TikTok for any type of news is the unemployed news. Like it's for like if it's for like things going on in the world, I don't listen to the news anyway. But if I'm going to like what I'm saying, try to find the news, I'll probably turn on CNN or just Google it or something. But going to like TikTok and the internet, like social media for real world events instead of just being worried about the unemployed news, like news that only people 25 and below would care about. Insane work.
independent news sources, we don't have to really worry about propaganda getting into the news. If the U.S. bombed Saudi Arabia and overall committed 5 to 15 war crimes, usually back in the day, the whole world would criticize and rally protest against the USA. By the way, I'm not talking about no actual incident. But American news would have a different take on the story. Instead of talking about the many war crimes the U.S. government committed, all they would say is the government bombed some evil, wrongdoing, child predator terrorists. And even though sacrifices were made, the job was completed and the world was left a better place. Yeah, they bombed a school for disabled kids. I don't know how that could be terrorist, but the U.S. propaganda machine, aka CNN and Fox News, would always push those type of stories to make the U.S. government.
Damn, bro. RIP Cloud. Damn. The CIA is watching me, bro. Hey, I'm Canadian, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Uh, America's cool to me, but yeah. RIP Cloud.
Government seem better. Plus, the U.S. government pays these news services. But with independent news media, we the American people can actually learn what our government is doing, which is why they actually wanted to ban TikTok, but nobody's talking about that. But at the same time, this opens up so many lanes for misinformation, it's not even funny. Because what often happens is that these independent news sources tend to have a lot of biases in their posts. For example, DJ Academics. He is so biased to certain artists on the internet, it's not even funny. Like, go back and read.
Yeah, I don't get how people can just like it. If you're just taking people's take for as they are, their opinion, sure, you may have a different opinion, you may agree, whatever. But if you're taking someone else's personal opinion, they're not a journalist in any sort of way. They're just a person who's on the internet. You know, I know it's like the new journalism, but whatever. But they're just giving you they're giving you their opinion, and you're gonna take that as law. It's like think for yourself, you know?
Read some of those tweets during the Drake and Kendrick beef. I'm not gonna lie, he was literally calling Kendrick Lamar a terrorist. I guarantee if Academics was a girl, he'd let Drake hit. He might have actually just let him do it anyways. I'm not gonna lie from what the allegations are saying. And of course, Academics is just a rap and hip hop news source. But this same principle applies to a lot of different media forms. Like for instance, TMZ has been known to just report on shit before having full information. They've caused a lot of defamation to a lot of people without doing the proper research. One of those people being Johnny Depp back in the day. Like before he was proven innocent in his trial with Amber Heard, TMZ was treating him like the devil. But as soon as he won that case, they acted like nothing ever happened and just sided with him. It's weak. Same thing happened.
Yeah, well, could be the problem. They'll spread misinformation and never apologize. Like, and then that happened with Chris Next Door with the whole Castanet situation. Yeah. Oh, I guess they can't apologize because then that's a slam dunk if they decide to, if the other person decides to sue. So, but it's like at the same time, you almost ruined that man's life. Let's keep it above.
This was Drama Alert, Keemstar's news page. He's notorious for not doing his research on important topics and accusing people. Literally one of the reasons why he retired from music. Here's where this is wicked though. Recently, there's been a big trend on Twitter of just reporting rage bait, obviously fake misinformation about big time content creators. Like for instance, there's this account called Kick Champ. Like literally all this account does is just talk shit about big black creators like Kai Cenat and I Show Speed. One of the first tweets I see on their account is talking about how Kai Cenat Streaming University is facing backlash after fans noticed that he's only accepted black streamers so far. Meanwhile, at the date of this recording, Kai hasn't even dropped a list of who got into Streaming University. So how can he
there's some white people.
Doesn't even make sense. And of course, this account is a Kick clip channel, and Kick isn't known to have the best reputation on the internet, of course. But apparently, these Kick clip accounts are the ones who are spreading the most misinformation. The weird part about these is that they'll go to any link they can possibly to try an engagement forum, but also put down other black streamers. And one of the weirdest situations they did this with was when a couple of months ago, they tried to call I'm Dante a predator. This account called Kick Clips Live posted a tweet saying that I'm Dante was facing allegations of being a predator that were completely false. And the crazy part,
I don't really watch Dante, but I know it's fake. But at the same time, bro, he doesn't seem like that type of dude from what I see on the internet. I don't know him personally, but he doesn't seem like that type of dude. He's out the way. It's like, why are you trying to involve someone who's to themselves? You know, he's not like Kai. He's not over here in the spotlight or whatever. But Dante really just being a cut, just reacting to music.
What about it is that Dante is literally one of the chillest creators on the app. So trying to accuse him of some weirdo shit like that and thinking you could pull it off is just fucking crazy. And they also tried to do this with a creator called Phantom. But recently there's been a trend or a rumor that Phantom got kicked from AMP because of some Snapchat posts that he was making, which the posts were very vague. The reason why people thought this is because these Twitter accounts and these TikTok pages were posting these Snapchat posts and then putting a whole different narrative behind it and taking these tweets very out of context. In my opinion, this is something that needs to be stopped and needs to be mandated because all of AMP has recently come out saying that these rumors are false and it was just a weird rumor to start in the first place. But this whole action is just weird. Like, bro, stop spreading misinformation. If you're finna be a news source, do your research. Don't just post narratives. It's just weirdo behavior. And not all of these pages are bad, in my opinion. Like, there's an account called NBA Central and they post a lot of NBA news, but it's just clearly fake troll shit. They've even gotten big news corporations like ESPN or even just professional athletes. But with that, it's clearly just fake. It's funny. Nothing they've posted has actually impacted somebody's career in a negative way. But Twitter drama pages aren't the only people who do this. Regular content creators spread misinformation too, which is actually the second thing we're finna talk about. Content creators lying for clout. But content creators have been lying about their content.
I can't have my live reviews. Maybe a title like clickbait. I don't think clickbait's that bad, depending on what it is. If it's like what he was saying, where just false information, sure. But if you're just rewriting the title to make the video you're watching or making seem more interesting, I don't see a problem with that.
For years. One of my favorite examples is a guy named Pretty Boy Fredo. He is an old 2K content creator who was very famous for his story times, his 2K gameplay, and then even his family content. But he was also a very notorious liar. His story times were fake. A lot of them, the gameplays were cheated or just food.
Real talk, stuff like that. Does that really matter in the grand scheme of things? Maybe you're like, oh my god, he's so relatable. But it's like, he's telling a story on the internet. So, kind of takes the reality out of it, but it's like, if the story was good, the story was good. If it was cheating at the game, it's a game, you know? Maybe it's because I'm not a big gamer, but I don't see a problem with that.
He even filmed fake predator catches where he made himself look like a hero when in all reality, nothing was going on. It was a paid actor who was being the predator. But he wasn't the only one making fake videos. I mean, there was a whole trend on YouTube years ago of fake gold digger pranks. I mean, a lot.
Nah, bro, those were some weird ones, bro. It'd be the most random thing in the world. Like, bro would be wearing a not security vest, a traffic guard vest. Walk around, see a girl, the only girl who's on the street just happens to be attractive. All right, and then he would walk up to, he's like, "Yo, what's your name?" Like, no, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Then all of a sudden, she doesn't walk away far enough, and then he gets to his car, and all of a sudden, she turns around and see that he got into a Lamborghini. It like, bro, if those videos offend you,
are also fake, which is misinformation, of course, but in my opinion, it's just content. As long as you don't cross a certain type of line, I think everything is good. Here's the thing, though. Some people end up crossing that line. One of those people is somebody we probably all grew up watching. We always believed that he had the inside scoop on when GTA 6 was coming out. You already know what I'm going to talk about. Sernando. Man, oh man.
Don't know who he is.
So many of us little adolescent kids into thinking that he knew exactly when GTA 6 was finna drop. But there's a popular saying, when you fly too close to the sun, you will get Magic Johnson. And that's exactly what happened to him. One day he posted one of these fake GTA 6 unboxing videos and he got banned from YouTube, which is leading us to topic number 3, the spread of allegations. One of the darkest parts about the internet, in my opinion, is that people will accuse you before they get any information. A lot of times you're guilty before you can prove yourself innocent. We've seen.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, like, that's a different type of hating. To where you want to ruin someone's life so bad, you're going to make a false allegation on their name. It's like, bro, you do realize you can just click not interested, not watch their video, scroll. You don't need to try to ruin someone's life.
Seen a lot of examples of this in the past with Johnny Depp, Matt Ariza, including Shannon Sharpe. Now, if you don't know who Shannon Sharpe is, he's a retired football player who's now an analyst for ESPN. And he actually just signed a contract to make over $100 million, analyzing and commentating about sports. But recently, a girl that Shannon used to mess with came out and allegedly said that he assaulted her. And at first, everybody believed it and bashed Shannon until they actually found out about the court situation. And quickly, people realized that this was fake news. Because they actually found out about
the Brett Favre's defamation lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe was dismissed by a federal judge, and the dismissal was affirmed by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. The court ruled that Shannon Sharpe comments made on a sports talk show were protected opinions based on totally fair, not dependent on standards. Good job for Uncle Freaky Shannon Sharpe.
And quickly, people realized that this was fake news. Because in these documents, there was plenty of text that showed the top.
Call me, I feel like, damn, I don't want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me. If that, I'm not saying that.
These two people had this girl consensually wanted Shannon's big black genetics in her. And as of right now, it looks like Shannon will actually win the lawsuit. But at the same time, this girl knew this. She knew that she had no way of winning an actual case with Shannon. So what she did is publicly ruin his reputation so that she can try to extort some money from him.
Nah, that's nasty work. I ain't gonna lie. Especially when, like, apparently she had a OF, so she's already not, like, the most respectable person in the world. Not saying anything bad about people who do OF, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, wow. Yikes.
So that she would go silent. All because he just signed that big contract. And honestly, it worked because he got fired from ESPN over some misinformation. But this even happens on a minor scale. A lot of y'all may remember when Cooking with Kai was taking over the internet. Everywhere you went, you seen her shaking ass and showing us food. Until there was a rumor that came out that she was 16. And I don't really know where this rumor started or how it started, but it spread like wildfire because a lot of people were hating on her. Honestly, she was taking every single girl's man. And it even got to the point where people were calling grown men creeps for.
Bro, many girls on the internet cook, and just because she say Just because she's saying cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya. Man, bro, that's pure hating, bro. Just because Kyle bad or whatever, you know, just because all that. Damn.
Liking Kaya because she was allegedly 16. This girl's 22. That's how dangerous misinformation is on the internet. Sometimes it can get so serious that it even affects your health, which is thing number 4 that we're talking about. The health and the alpha male guru. If you're a young boy and you're watching this video, please don't treat these niggas like your father. All of these alpha males and crypto bros want to do is get money from your pockets. I don't care how many times they tell you to go on semen retention, how many times they tell you to wake up at 6 a.m., how many bowls of water they tell you to put your face into in the morning. They're telling you.
My thoughts on this is, don't, if you're gonna listen to something, take it with a grain of salt. If you're gonna listen to it, see what's up. Don't pay for nothing. Don't try to follow their course to be an alpha male or whatever. Do I think courses in general are bad? Nah. If they work, they work. Whatever. But if you're gonna, don't buy someone's thing where it's just they're gonna do. How should I say it? How should I say this? Don't buy the thing just to become an alpha, if that makes sense. If they're gonna tell you to wake up at 6, you need to wake up at 6 o'clock to be successful. You're 13. You like chill. You know, you can do your YouTube stuff or try to start something, but you're 13, bro. You can relax, you know. And what else? Yeah, just take it at the base of what it is. If it's saying like, wake up at 6 o'clock, or you need to have this much muscle mass or whatever. Just take it for the bare. Just take it as get good sleep and exercise. Like, you're 13, you're 14. Don't be taking the roids. Don't do all that, bro. Relax.
This so that you buy their courses. And this whole process isn't even necessarily misinformation, but they're just misleading you. The best way to succeed in life is to lock into what you want to do and just do it. And this exact thing is why people didn't like Andrew Tate. Because again, some of his advice was good advice. But the whole reason why he was telling you this good advice is so you buy his course. Then he will sprinkle in some toxic, crazy, clip farmy shit just so he can rage bait and get more views. The last thing I want to say, stop listening to people trying to give you advice when they haven't used their own advice. Like, you would never listen to a homeless man trying to tell you how to get money, right? So stop listening to these alpha males who are trying to teach you how to get a job, a house, and hoes. When in all reality, they're jobless, they're splitting rent with 5 different people in a 1-bedroom apartment, and also, they have no hoes. But in my opinion, one of the worst versions of these people are the health gurus, who try to tell you what you need to eat, what type of workouts you need to do, and what type.
Nah, I hate these people, bro. Gonna tell me if I eat pizza one time, I just cut my lifespan by 10 years. Man, bro, if I only live to 70 instead of 80, I'm chilling out. Man, I don't like them. Don't tell me what to do.
You need to have to achieve a body like theirs. When in all reality, they're either starving themselves or they got plastic surgery. And these type of people prey more onto the women than the men. But at the same time, I hate to break it to you, but there's no realistic way you can look like Lotto without doing some crazy plastic surgery. You gotta always remember, these people are trying to make money off. If they give you everything you need in one video, how would they make more money? You would just watch that video, leave, and then never come back. They want to sell you a little bit of the truth, mixed in with a bunch of just waiting, lie, and keep on coming back to get more of the truth. If you want health advice, look it up or go to a doctor. But if you take one thing from this video, I'm telling you right now, you don't gotta be perfect to get what you want in life. Kanye was a addict, Michael Jordan was a gambling addict, and Elon Musk had way too many kids. But none of their addictions stopped them from getting what they wanted in life. So don't let it stop you.
Nah, I don't lie, that's low-key. He low-key cooked.
You don't necessarily have to be perfect to succeed in life. So don't let these people, these alpha males, these health gurus try to lie to you and tell you you have to be. Our flaw.
Have y'all ever heard of like the 80-20 rule? Do the good thing 80% of the time, and 20% of the time you're allowed to eat some candy 20% of the time, bro. There ain't no point of only eating grass and tree bark. You know what I'm saying? Get some, like, if you want to, if you like candy. Like, I'm not telling you to eat candy, but it's good to have some vices.
flaws is what makes us better. Don't focus on your flaws. Focus on the good things you do in life. And that is One Cloud Nine's true key to life. But if you want to know more about that, then go subscribe to my course. That's only $59.99 a month. But besides that, tap into my Twitch. Tap in.
And use it. Down the video off. Stop taking what people say on the internet seriously. Even this video, if you do not care to add it to your life, or you still want to believe, or you're a hater and still want to make up false information, hey, I don't know you. I can't stop you. But to the people who are going to take the advice, you know what I'm saying, bro? People on TikTok aren't really journalists unless they show you what they're reading off of, and you do your own research. If you care that much to do your own research, you know, I don't know where I was going with that, but that's the end of the video. That's the end of the video.